Ballot papers were printed, verified, delivered on time. It inspires observations on election day. Firstly, the atmosphere was orderly, calm, and peaceful at all polling stations. Our mission also observed the following areas of the electoral process and systems that may require improvement. First, the declaration of community and best loser system. The most contentious aspect of the electoral system is the constitutional requirement for candidates to declare which community they belong to. In this regard, some candidates failed to comply with this obligatory requirement and were therefore not permitted to stand as candidates. The mission notes that the representation of women in parliament remains low given their socio-economic significance and the fact that they account for more than 50%. The mission noted that whilst there is a limitation on the amount of money spent by candidates for campaign purposes, the limitations do not extend to political parties. There is no regulation of foreign financial flows into the country's elections, particularly with respect to the funding of political parties. The SADC Electoral Observation Mission recommends the following for the improvement of the electoral process in the Republic of Mauritius. Consideration should be given to amending the Representation of the People Act to make provision for ballots to be counted immediately after the closure of the polls and the results to be posted outside the polling stations.
When the gentleman said that there was an attempt to reform which failed, is reiterating, is repeating the official stand of the government. Whereas we know in civil society that there was no political will whatsoever to reform. And I think that the SADC, when they go on mission, they should listen to civil society. I maintain that this election was not fair and free because a political party was excluded completely.